Right, muckers, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, good to have you along. Now, I'm going to start this video at the end of our trip to the US, because we're now flying back to the UK. Obviously waiting for the aircraft. Now, I wouldn't normally do a show video when we attend shows and that, 'cause just too much going on. But the show we went to in Pennsylvania was just so good. I've got to share it with you. Now, make sure you stay until the end of the video, because I'm going to be asking you guys a question, and you can put your answer in the old squid bit in the comment section. Anyway, without further ado, let's see the show. Humiliated. Go on, fatty. Oh yeah. Morning, muckers. It is the first sort of official day here at the National Pike show here in Pennsylvania. You'll recognise this. It's the D9H, which is Matt from Diesel Creek. That's his. And yeah, things are just starting to warm up here this morning. Sun's coming up. A lovely day ahead. And you can see this hole here. I started that. It was all flat here. I started that yesterday afternoon, and the other 9 joined in. D9G and the 8s, they all joined in as well. We ended up with that last night. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna have a little wander about, and as I go about the show today, I'll take you with me. I can jump back on that later on. See how I feel. You know, bones are aching a little bit after yesterday. So this morning at the hotel, we were doing breakfast, and this guy was struggling with the waffle maker. So I said, no worries, give it here. I'll do your waffles for you. He's 90 years old. He may not be able to run a waffle maker, but he can run a Bay City shovel. Like he was 20 years old. Incredible.
This one's for Bert.
That's for Bert.
Yeah.
And last night, when your truck was stolen,
Yeah.
and there was nothing to do with any of this, was
No.
there? None of that.
No.
And now Dom's having to fix all the back end back on there.
Wow. When we first walked in the gate, I saw him cruising around. Walk out like you guys.
Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just go for a quick look round the show. We're in the Jeep, so I'll take you with me. Some really cool stuff here, stuff we don't see a lot of back in the UK. Just so much to see. You cannot get a grasp on the scale of this place and how much is here just by, well, you know, the people say the camera never lies, but it does, because there's just tons more here than you can actually get your head round. And you've got the usual stuff that we have at home, but just different stuff, because obviously they don't have grey Fergies, they got the Ford 9Ns and stuff like that, slightly different, which is nice to see. Tons of Farmals, some lovely Deers, McCormick's, there's some later obviously Internationals and stuff, but yeah. So you've given me this duck, and that's an American sort of tradition, is it?
Yes.
And why did you give me the duck?
Because I like your Jeep a lot.
See, the secret is this is Matt from Diesel Creek's Jeep.
Okay.
Okay? But I'm going to take the duck anyway. That's coming back to England with me.
All right.
And what's your name?
My name's Abigail.
And I'm Kurt. Nice to meet you, Abigail, and thank you for the duck.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So how cool was that? So the little girl, Abigail, just came up and gave me this duck. And say it's a tradition apparently because she liked Matt's Jeep, and it is a nice Jeep. But yeah, I've got the duck, so yeah, this is coming back home with me. How nice is that? How nice is that? And do you see the styling on this, which is like the current John Deere, like the 6Rs and whatever, that yellow and green? That's kind of where the throwback comes from. Here's something you don't see very often over here. E27N. British built, obviously. Back in Dagenham. That is unusual. It's the first E27N I've ever seen in the States. And there's like a standard Fordson over there. But you see those. You do see those occasionally in the US. But as I said, the E27N, not so much. One of my favourite Deers, Model R. Not like a 6R, but this is the old Model R. Such a nice looking, well balanced looking tractor. Look, Ford 4000, not the 4000 that we know though. And a lovely John Deere crawler there with a loader on it. The amount of people that have come up to me and watched my channel, that's mind-blowing. Look, there's 2 or 3 people that said, are you going over? I said, yeah, well, we'll see you there. And I thought there's going to be 5, 6 people that come and say hello. If I told you that I've had 100 people come up to me in the last 3 days and say, love what you guys do over there, and love your channel, and I see you on Matt's and Mike's channel, we watch your... Man, you'd never think it, that... Yeah, I know I've got a big American following, but not to that degree. It's fantastic, and they're so nice. They're so nice. Listen to that old thing. How cool is that? Now, I'm not one for stationary engines, you know, but how can you not love that? So I think this is probably, though, my favourite tractor here at the show. The 730 Deere. Again, I just love the styling on these models of Deere, but this one itself is just so well presented. It's just a wonderful looking tractor. Really, really like this. That's the one, if I had to take one home, that's the one I'd be taking. Absolutely love that. Seen it every day I come up here, and yeah, that's the one for me. I just love their dump trucks over here with the lift axles and everything on it. Really, really nice. And some of the older viewers will remember this. Oh, General Lee. I can't remember how many cars they wrote off in the series, well, make over the years, but yeah, they are. That's nice. Oh yeah. Another Jeep there, look. And that's where we've left our one. Right near my favourite Deere. Oh, and not forgetting we've got Cooter's truck as well, though. That is lovely. If we could do shows like this in the UK, I think we'd see bigger attendances. And not criticism, you know, there are some wonderful shows in the UK. And admittedly, the US does have better weather on the whole, but we've had heavy rain here before over the years, apparently. But the one thing you've noticed in all the video you've seen, do you notice just how the public are just mingling? There's no red and white tape, no cordoned off areas. You don't put your hands in the flywheel, and if you do, you tend to lose your arm, and that's how you learn your lesson. You don't need a sign or a piece of tape telling you not to do it. Big old Oshkosh, look. 4-wheel drive. Isn't that just something? You can see how big it is, look. And all these other bits of kit. Some fantastic stuff here. I don't know if he's running the gear out. Girl runs on steam. That is a proper steam shovel. How cool is that? All mining equipment, coal mines and stuff. That's pretty interesting. That tiny little loader, look. How small is that? That'd be ideal for Saunders. Detroit, what a fucking treat. So it got to the point where I'd pushed so much dirt, I'd gone down to the bedrock. And the only way to get through that was to use the ripper. going to do now is I'm going to let that go out, and I do that by letting this pedal up, that pedal there. So what we do, let it up a bit, and the arm and the dipper goes out. Right, I'll then let this pedal up and the boom will go down. So we're letting that up now. So that's down. Now, I'm going to bring that in a bit. I'll do this all in stages so you can see. So I'm going to push this lever forward and come off that pedal. So you can see that's come in. As soon as I stop though, I have to press the pedal, press that brake. Now, if I'm pushing, letting this pedal up, pushing this lever forward, boom comes up. Again, pedal. Now if I release that pedal, you'll know what's going to happen. Alright, and if I release that pedal, goes out. So there you go. That's basically it. So bringing it in. There we go. What a bit of kit. Can you imagine the leap forward? Gone from drag lines to something basically that we would recognise as an excavator, as a digger. Wonderful bit of kit. Absolutely loved it. So, the show sort of draws to a close now after 3 days, 3 fabulous days. I've never been to a show like it. I mean, as I said, the exhibits, the amount of stuff that's here, and most of all the people. And here's the thing, here's one for you. So, I had a lady come up to me yesterday and said, I watch your stuff and I see what you do with the collie rescue. And she used to have a collie that she's no longer got. Unfortunately, the collie, passed away. She gave me $20 and said, can you give that to your rescue charity? That's what we're going to do. In fact, I'm going to double that. So that'll go with the collie rescue. And that, as I said, that was from Katie, the collie. In memory of her. So just that to me was the icing on the cake. But there we are. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. I know it's a big thing to sort of say to people, but if you are ever in Pennsylvania in the spring, which I think is about May time, and then there's this one, which is obviously August, the big show, at the National Pike Steam Show, working event, you just got to come here and see it. Right, muckers, question time. Now, everybody knows I'd be taking home that 730 John Deere had I got the choice. But what piece of equipment, one of the dragline shovels, tractors, trucks, cars, whatever, at that show, if you were given the choice, what would you take home? Put your answers in the squid pit below in the old comment section, and we'll see which one was the most popular. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that one as half as much as I did. It was a fantastic time and I can't wait to come back. Anyway, muckers, don't forget to give the old video a thumbs up. It means a massive amount to the channel, and what we can do doesn't cost you a penny. Anyway, appreciate your support, and we're about to fly home. So, until the next one, do well.